All right, before we learn to fight on the ground, let's do some housekeeping and talk about how to safely get to the ground. Nobody ever wants to go to the ground. I don't care whether you're in a cage or in a dojo or whatever else. Going to the ground is a pain. Let's be honest, it's a pain in the ass. Right? Outside, it's even worse because inside you might have a nice cushy floor, whatever else. Outside, you got broken glass, you got pavement, you got all sorts of crap on the ground. All right, so never mind the fact of rolling around with your concrete, banging your head, right, scraping your elbows, scraping your hand. You do not want to be on the ground. But if you somehow wind up feeling yourself fall to the ground, it's obviously important that you know how to fall. Right, the best way to fall, you can go to any judo school or Brazilian jiu-jitsu school all over the planet, learn how to properly break fall on the mats. It's not going to really help you in the street, except for the part of keeping your head in. All right, the difference is when you break fall in a dojo, when you're learning to take a fall from somebody throwing you over their head or whatever else, all right, you're taught to squat down, roll, go down, hit the mat, keep your head. Now, in the street, right? Do you really want to take the chance of banging your elbow and your hand on concrete? No, it doesn't work like that. So, what's great is that when you're in the dojo or in the practice hall, you're fighting other trained people. So you're probably going to get thrown pretty hard. So you need that extra resistance. When you're out fighting on the street or on a battlefield, these people do not have much training. So it's usually kind of luck or surprised that you're falling to the ground anyway. So all you need to do is think of ball up. That's all you have to do, ball. All right, you're going to the ground, whether somebody's tackling you, somebody pushed you, something else, just think ball and keep yourself tight, all right? Keep your elbows in, keep your elbows away from the floor, keep your knees away from the floor, your ankles away from the floor, and of course, the back of your head, all right? Ball up, keep everything tight, just fall and roll, all right? How you land does not matter. As long as you land on the thick part of your back, you're good, all right? We're gonna cover what to do if you land off to the side, if you land flat on your back, whatever, all right? But you want to roll. And I'm telling you right now, the best way to accomplish this, you just have somebody push you and you'll think, just think the word ball as you're falling, right? Oh crap, I'm falling, ball, that's it. And you will instinctively tighten up, be a ball, and fall. Now we're gonna go from, all right, you're on the ground, what do you do from here? Somehow I wound up here, all right? This is not the best place to be, obviously, all right? Whether this man pushed me down, whether he tackled me down, something happened, all right? But I felt properly, all right? I said ball on my way down. I landed on the, all right, none of the hard parts of my extremities hit the ground. Landed on the thick part of my back, right? Let my back muscles take the brunt of it, right? So I'm okay. My head's not even close to the ground, right? It's up. Well, now this guy's in front of me. I got to get him away. And the best way to do that, all right, if you're flat, all right, you can bicycle kick. Trust me, it is an almost impossibility for this man to come in and try to get me if I keep on shifting myself and really start kicking him back, all right? If he gets close, I can kick him in the face, I can kick him down here, all right? But what you want to do is, once you come walk around this way, is get to your side as fast as possible. Come back this way, all right? This is where you really have some power. This is okay. All right, you got some bicycle kick action, all right, you can push them back, whatever else. But once you get on your side, all right, now you have real power, right? Now you have full extension of your leg, right? Full here. We're gonna go over some takedowns and stuff in a minute, all right? But this is, he starts leaning in to come in to hit you, boom, right? You stop him, all right? You can, boom, you can kick him in the shins, just like the whip kicks we did before. Kick him in the thigh, kick him in the groin, kick him in the face. All right, all you need to do is push him away from you. So eventually, right, if he realizes he's not going to be able to get you, all right, he's coming back, he's going to back up for a fraction of a second, right? As soon as he backs up, good, all right, backs up, you now have to get up. The way you do that, put your arm on the ground, all right, put this hand, whatever hand's on top, to block in case he suddenly rushes in, all right, push him back out. Now the way to do the stand-up, all right, go from elbow to hand, up, try to put your feet as wide as possible in case he suddenly rushes back in, starts pushing at me. You see, it's very hard for him to push me over because my weight's so distributed. All right, so one more time, real quick. All right, you fell down, he's coming in, boom, you kick, you kick, you kick. As soon as you get some distance between you and him, you get back up, all right, you pop up, all right. Kick him out of the way, pop up, all right. This is one of those things where you should practice a couple times. Just as long as you remember, it's like anything with close combat, all right, you can't do anything, the only wrong thing to do is stop, all right? So as long as you get up and make this base as wide as possible, you're okay. You don't have to do a split, all right? If all you can do is this, then you better stand up as quick as you possibly can. All right, so real quick in review, you fell down, the guy's coming back after you, just kick the crap out of him. That's it, all right? I mean, there's a whole martial art, all right, called Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, which is half the thing is getting around somebody whose legs are in the way, all right? These guys train for 20 years to do this. You think this punk who somehow pushed you down has that type of training to pass your legs? No way. He gets that face close to me, I'm stomping on it. He gets that leg close to me, I'm stomping on it. He gets here, stomping. Stomp, 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 stomp. He goes that way. I follow him, roll over, stomp. All right, that's it. Very simple, very, very simple. Kick, 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 kick. As soon as he backs up, all right, make sure he's out of the way. All right, boom. Now we're back to the beginning. You can drive back in. All right, let's go. Say he crowds you a little. All right, so you kicked, all right, he's still crowding you a little, all right. All you're gonna do, doesn't matter which heel you do it, whether it's the inside or the outside, just hook one with your heel, stomp the other, he's going down. Very nice. Over here. All right, just come, yeah, just stay here so we can show the details on this. All right, you're hooking behind, and again, it doesn't matter, you just stomp, all right? And it's just like what we covered before with the Ranger choke and with the chin jab. You're pushing one way, nobody wants to see your sexy leg. So you hook and you stomp, all right? If it's close, you hook and you stomp. Doesn't even matter if it's this way, you can hook and stomp that way, right? It's just that this is obviously a little more comfortable for you. And obviously you can kick him in the groin to get him off balance first, kick him in the thigh, kick him in the face, hook, kick. It's as easy as that, all right? If you want to, you can start getting a little fancy and go with the back, all right? But we don't really need to learn 10 different ways to take somebody down if one way works perfectly. Come closer, okay? In, you're kicking, but he crowds you, right? You lock the bottom, push with the top, and that's it. All right. So now say he crowds you even more. I don't know what the best way to angle this is. Somehow he gets around your defenses. All right. Somehow he was faster than you, he knocked you down, whatever else. All right. He's coming in on you. You are in big trouble. All right. You need to get out of here as fast as possible. You can stand right there. That's fine. All right. The best way to do, see that hand coming down? You got to do something quickly. All right. It's in that quick. That thing is you either have to get your legs between them, which is ideally. That was fake. Come back up here.
I would not be down for sure.
All right, if you can get your legs between you and him, that's your number one priority. Right? If you can do that and push him off so you can do your get up, that's great. All right. Number two, if you can do that second takedown we talked about, all right. But if he came all the way around, you got to do something really quick. All right, and that thing that you have to do really quick is you have to roll, latch your arm, and use your body weight to roll and take him down. With this, you continue the roll, and you elbow into the groin, you edge your hand, you chop, you can snap on the ankle, you stand up, and you start stomping on him. It's as easy as that. You don't wait to hear it. Even though this looks, and it is, a great takedown, you never, ever, ever want to wait to the point where the guy is this close to you and you have to go to this move. If you have to go to this move, you better be doing this move for all your life is worth, because That's really what hangs in the balance right now is your life. Because look, the back of your head is turned, all right? You have to do this as quick as possible. Whether you can start edge-handing his legs, right? Stop everything we talked about before. You got to stop the attack. You stop it, drive back in, roll, boom, elbow, elbow, elbow. He starts coming up, edge-hand him right in the face, elbow him in the groin, edge-hand him again, come back up this way, all right? Come here again. If, all right, he's literally right, even more on top of you, all right? Whether, yeah, like right here's fine. If he somehow came around and knocked you down, you weren't prepared, all right? You can't get this. I can't. It's crazy for me to try to put my weight on him. What you got to do is go the other way. He's holding me down to clock me in the face. You come over with it, and that's it, all right? All you're doing is just going the other way. You have to realize that. Come back over here. All right, you have to realize that if you're in this position, it's all over unless you do something immediately, all right? You cannot go to here. That fist is coming right in my face, all right? Protect your head at all costs, all right? Whether you need to hold yourself and cower up for a second, that's fine. You can put your weight on me, all right? Whatever it takes, you only have one move at this point, right? There's no power. If I go up and start raking his face and whatever else, there's no power. I have to hold on and go get away from him, right? At this point, if you don't get away from him, your head's going to bounce off that concrete. It's all over. One more time, the way to do it, go underneath, all right? And you're going to, with this hand, you're just going to uppercut. It doesn't matter whether it's straight up, all right? But it has to be on this side of his body. It has to be where the weight is. If the weight's that way, all right, like, you know, he doesn't have any balance. He'd be standing up. If you're standing up, go ahead, stand up. Standing up, then we go back to here, all right? If he's up here, just move towards my head a little, all right? He's going to stomp on my head. It's the same thing happens. I can't go and reach that way. It's the same move, all right? I still want to go in here, so let's do both, all right? The guy's going to stomp on your head with the other foot. You're underneath him, all right? Go. Take him down, all right? From here, just a matter of you have to get up. You can edge a hand. We're going to cover this stuff in a second too, all right? Of how to actually, once you're tied up on the ground, how to get out of it. But this is kind of this knee on the stomach thing is a big concern, all right, with all the weight on it, especially with Ultimate Fighting being as popular as it is right now. This is a lot of people know to do this. All you got to do, reach through, right? If you can protect your head, reach through and bring them right over your body. Come back. We do not, at this point of the game, come in here, want to get all fancy, all right? We do not want to lift up his foot and come around his back or come whatever else. I'm telling you, just because everything he's doing is going to happen. Come underneath and go. If he stands back up, come up and go. If he backs off again, start backing off. You put your feet as fast as possible between him. You start kicking. You go to your side. He comes in again. You start stomping on him, stomping at him. If he's, wait until you're comfortable. There's no rush to get up, all right? If he goes back down, all right, you come back up. Let's go to where it really becomes a cluster F down here, right? A real mess. Where we have, the guy has somehow now sitting on top of you, all right? Whether he's putting his weight on you like this and he's getting ready to punch you, whatever, all right? Your number one goal is to survive. At this point, you got to protect your head at all costs. So what I want you to do, wrap yourself up, right? If you can, put your thumb in your collar, on the top, put the other under here. This way, if he's punching you, he's hitting your elbows, all right? There could be even a little hole for you to peek through, but this is how you survive, right? Until you get a second, as soon as he backs off, so he's like this, right? Not a whole lot of people know to put the belly on your face to flatten him down. So if he's winding up to punch you, right, you sit up and you hug his stomach and you put him in, all right? Stay on top. Keep yourself. Can you still hear me? Mm-hmm. All right. All right. Once you're from here, right, you can either start rolling over, but that's never going to happen. You're safe, all right? If you are holding on to his stomach from here, you're safe. There's nothing he can really do, all right? We're not going to go into different complex motor movement escapes because you're never going to remember him at this point of the game, all right? So what we're doing, you're going to hold on the stomach. If he starts inching back, all right, you still have him here. You re-grab his head, all right? And then we come over his head wrap up your arms the best you can. And with this hand, you're going to find something on his face and you're going to rip it off. All right, you're going to find his eyeball, you're going to find the inside of his mouth, you're going to find his ear, you're going to find his hair, you're going to find something. But you need to start tearing and getting some momentum over this way. And the only way to do that is A, you have to keep him locked down because now he can't hit me again, all right? So you lock him down, you put your finger in his eye, I'm not going to do it for real, or in his mouth, right? And you start I'll just pull his hair to be nice, right? You start the momentum this way, all right? And then you bridge up and roll. And that's all it is. So let me do it without you on top. All right, so here's the movement without, all right? Just like before, ideally you want to get your legs between him. If he somehow managed to get on your chest, you got to survive. You reach up, grab his stomach, right? Whether you need to block and cover up first, right? So he's hitting your elbows. You reach up, grab his stomach. If you can reach up and grab his head immediately, that's fine too. We'll go over it again with him in a second. But I just want to show you the movement without him encumbering me. So you go up, grab his head, lock it. This hand that is now locked onto him, you grab, and this is the motion for a bridge, all right? It's not just turning, all right? That's not going to help. Actually, it will help a little depends how nasty your rip is on his face. What you want to do is plant your heels on the ground and bridge up, all right? You can remember to do this because you want the guy off you. That's the only way. If his momentum's going this way, the only way to get him off is you slam your feet on the ground and bridge up and turn over. Worst case scenario, you need to roll. That's okay. It's better than nothing. But if once the roll fails, you can remember, oh yeah, Captain Chris said push my feet into the ground and bridge over. So, want to come back here? I mean, hell, if you're pretty athletic already, the guy's sitting on you, all right, and you can bridge him over just from that. All right, it's not going to work nearly as well as a safety position. You're wrapping him up, dragging him down, right? Now you have him. He can't do anything. He can't fight, all right? So if I start inching this in here, grab his face, start pulling it this way, then bridge over, all right? Now I have him. So let's go from now. He's on the bottom, and you're here. Let me move over a little here, a little. All right? You just turned him over. All right? Now, you need to get up, all right? There's a good chance, all right, maybe you pulled his eye a little or something like that, but he's going to start coming up and trying to get up too, all right? And that's exactly what's going to happen, all right? Whether he's coming up punching at the same time, whether he's coming up to push you off, whether he's coming up to grab you, right? Whether he's doing whatever, right? You need to go back to the beginning. And what's the beginning? You need to stop the attack. Finger dart. That's it, all right? You stop the attack, all right? Finger dart. Tiger claw. Bounce his head off the pavement, all right? Now what do you need to do? You need to drive. Elbow, elbow, right? Tiger claw, right back into the groin. Edge of hand, right? He starts coming up with his hands. Edge of hand, right? Edge of hand, the hand that's coming to get you. Edge of hand, his neck. Drive him back down, all right? Tiger claw him in the groin. Tiger claw him in the head. Elbow, if he's trying to trap you with his legs, push him down. Stand up. He brings his leg up to kick you. Grab it, whip it, and boom, you're behind him. You're now here. You can drive forward, knee him, right? Stomp. It's all dovetails from one right into the other. It's so super simple. You don't need to learn to triangle choke somebody. You don't need to learn a million guard passes. You don't need to learn chokes from in between someone's legs, which is the guard. You don't need to learn, right? This is survival. Leave that stuff for its place. It has a place, right? It's great for training. But in a life or death combat situation, come back down here, lay down, right? Just because I've turned him over now, all right, suddenly I don't want to be playing the pass the guard game, okay, and getting him to him now. And now, I mean, literally, I can beat the living crap out of him, right? I don't want to be playing that game. And here's the reason why. Because his buddies were over there watching him suddenly on top of me, beating the crap out of me. Now I turned him over. He started sitting up, right? I edge a hand him. I take his face, and I bounce it against the pavement, all right? He's now up. He's now a little groggy. I get up. I stomp him in the groin, right? Now I got to deal with his friends coming. Before, listen, I'll pass his guard, all right? But now guess what happened? His friend just came up behind me and hit me in the head with a beer bottle. So again, this type of training, jiu-jitsu, judo, grappling, right, has its place. Karate, aikido, everything has its place, but not in a life or death situation. And you have to take everything as a life or death situation that's not in a controlled environment. So why don't we do this one more time? In fact, why don't we do it from, he's going to tackle me down. Oh, I wasn't paying attention. He tackles me down. First priority is to get my feet. All right? Kick him, kick him, kick him, kick him, kick him, kick him, boom, boom. All right? I'm up, drive back in. Go ahead, tackle me again. All right? He tackled me. Oh, I wasn't paying attention. I got hit. He sat on me. All right? Oh, I got to cover up, grab his stomach, hold it in. All right? Wait for him. All right? And if I need to rest, just hold on. Look, he's frustrated. He can't do anything. All right? Get his head, lock it in, turn it over, bounce his head on the ground. Edge of hand, groin, groin, groin. Push him, stomp. Ta-da, you're out. No years of grappling needed, no black belts needed, no ninja mask, no weapon, no nothing. You just survived getting tackled to the floor, which is a huge, huge, huge concern for a lot of people.